Hello! So, I didn't intend on making another video today. But one of you commenters on my post, you just had to go there, didn't you? You, first of all, had to go ahead and use a phrase that I wasn't even familiar with. And that phrase, boys and girls, is called autfag. So, in order to even figure out what you were trying to even claim that I was doing, I had to go ahead and look it up. Apparently, this was applied to someone who was talking about Asperger's supremacy, wanted to build an island, what have you. My question is, how did you get out of anything that I said that I was in any way, shape, or form an Asperger's or even an autistic supremacist? Let me ask you a question. How is my over a decade of work in order to find ways with people on the autism spectrum and their parents in order to assist in helping those on the spectrum live better, more independent lives, how us having equal rights and even, God forbid, a voice in regards to things that concern our own lives, how is that giving autfag vibes? Did I say, even once in that entire rant, that we were the supreme race? No, I would never say that nonsense. I would never say that nonsense. I have never been an autistic or Asperger's supremacist, okay? I have always acknowledged the fact that there are some parts of this diagnosis that are extremely debilitating, and there should absolutely be supports in place for the more debilitating parts of my disorder. What I am absolutely against is this idea that the only people should have a voice are our parents. When we, more often than not, can speak for ourselves, whether if we are verbal, like myself, or whether we're nonverbal, but we are able to type, or we're able to use machines in order to get our ideas and opinions across. What about us having equal rights, equal access, and equal opportunities with the proper supports, of course, to live more independent lives is so threatening to you? Can you explain that to me? What is so threatening about us voicing our opinions and our ideas on issues that affect us directly? In fact, what is your issue when we stand up for ourselves when someone comes on to a hashtag we created for ourselves in order to attack us? You see, this woman that came on to our hashtag, if she had genuinely just been asking questions and seeking to understand our perspective, then I would have heard her out. I know some autism moms that have been involved with Autism Speaks. I have worked with them in the past. I am more than happy to sit down and listen to their perspective because I understand the fact that the way I see things is not how they, or maybe the rest of the world may see things. and I like to operate on more than just my own perspective. That's just the way I've always been. But you're going to get on my channel and you're going to accuse me of being something that you have no evidence, none whatsoever, of me being. I am not an Autism Supremist. I do believe that we are fellow human beings. We deserve equal rights. We deserve the right to be able to voice our own opinions. We have the right to fight for equal opportunities. We have the right to be in the workplace. We have the right to live on our own, build our families, go to work as you do. What I do not accept is that I have to, in order to have autistic cred according to you, be a good little disabled person, stayed shut in, and let the state, my parents, and a group home take care of me for the rest of my life. That I will not support. I will not support people who do not even have the diagnosis to explain to me what autism is and what it isn't. Now, I am not self-diagnosed. I was assessed both by my school district and my doctors when I was 18 years old, and we came to find out that the diagnosis of ADHD was incorrect. I have an actual, official diagnosis. That diagnosis, by the way, is Autism Spectrum Disorder with OCD tendencies. If you want to continue this, I don't even know what, I will actually go dig up my paperwork out of my closet and I will display it on here, right here on my channel, right for you to go ahead and read. If that will make you happy. But do not go and essentially say that my videos are supporting autism supremacy. They're not. I was defending my own against someone that was seeking to bully and harass them and quiet their voices. People who want us to shut our mouths and let our parents and other neurotypicals speak for us when we are perfectly capable for speaking for ourselves. What is it about us speaking for ourselves that is so terrifying for you? By the way, wanting equal rights, not just for myself and my fellow Audis, but for everyone with a disability, does not make me a supremacist. It makes me an equalist. And by you calling me that word, seems to me like you're the one who's the bigot. You're trying to use a situation from someone who's on the other extreme in order to discount a group of hundreds of thousands of people so that you can silence us. Well, guess what, folks? I've been doing this a long time. I have received in the past death threats. If it didn't stop me then, it's not going to stop me now. So you can take your Aunt Fag phrase. and any other thing you're going to try and use to keep me and the rest of us quiet. And I don't know, stick it somewhere unpleasant. Alright? You don't ever get to come in and put words in our mouths just so you can protect your own bigoted way of looking at us. You don't get to claim we're not real autistics just because we don't fit the narrative that the doctor told you all those years ago. Maybe if you took the focus off of us and put it on your own kid where it belongs, they too will also one day have their own voice. And by the way, don't tell me I don't understand what you call real autism. I used to work for the Department of Mental Health, Division of DD. I was the advocacy specialist there for quite a few years. I have seen the group homes. I have seen those who you call severely autistic. In fact, when I was out at high school, I used to live in an assisted living apartment with other people with disabilities, including someone that you would consider on the lower part of the spectrum. And you want to know what? All of them were able, with those supports in place, to live independently and cover their own bills. Even the person with quote-unquote classic severe autism. She had a part-time job. I know because I used to ride in the van with her on her way in to Springfield every day, going to my job. I used to visit the homes of parents that were in more severe situations. And you know what? With the right interventions, the right equipment, the right supports that would enable that person with autism to better communicate with others, the better the situation got. And that was every time. And we covered the entirety of the Southwest region. I saw it again and again and again. I myself, with proper supports, was able to eventually move out of assisted living, and I have been successfully living on my own ever since. So, do not come in here and tell me I don't understand and that I am supporting and advocating for autism supremacy. I'm asking for equal rights. I'm asking for us to not be bullied and harassed into silence. I will not stop. None of us are going to stop. Thank you.